Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Noon on a Saturday and a perfect time for this showdown. It's the Condors and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Condors kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. The returner will field it and bring it back. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that was almost much bigger. The Wildcats offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. C.J. Baxter, the former Texas Longhorn, he has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make it play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose them.
Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Hand off for Baxter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the back. Got a little grass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it down to the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Condors offense takes the field for the first time in this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse. But it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on other success. But play within yourself. Make those plays. don't make the big mistakes.
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was.
There's a crease. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set up.
There he goes. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He has 60 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Finding some room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The run inside. It's Baxter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Baxter. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. The keeper on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Hold. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Handoff from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
With the catch, it's Garrison. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
On the option, they give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And it'll be the Condors will send out the punt unit. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again, up 10-3. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that, the season opener.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Condors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. He's got it. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with... Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with the USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Turning it on. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quick.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun. Under fire. Trying to find the end zone. Could not make his way to the corner.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to throw up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal. Get it.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. And it'll be the Condors have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. They'll run the option. The keeper. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Motion from the wideout. Goes to the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Sends it back in motion. Lost a throw on first down. Got a man. It's Anderson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Kentucky going quickly. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. They go to the wide receiver screen and tackled there by the defense.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Oh, he's got a chance. Smashes through the tackle. He's now up to 95 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver. They're working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly. They're able to get a big play.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Rodriguez. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And with the heat he's been under, you wouldn't be surprised if he's seeing ghost every time he drops back. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll try the right side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air. It's right. The screen, and watch out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And it'll be the Condors decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 5. Booster. Here we go. Ready. Good. Ready, go. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And it's on the guy behind center to get this offense going. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. On the option, keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Running to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Condors will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Motion from the back. He'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Baxter. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rushes on him. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Missouri State Bears.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. He said he's been talking to his team about ball security. Too many turnovers in the first half. Starting the second half on offense, he said, if we take care of the ball, we'll be just fine. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun to give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Bring in the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Gilmore. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Rodriguez. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lane.
He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you forward. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be knocked down. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Maybe a crease. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. Mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And it'll be the Condors come to the line with a new set of downs. Running behind that left side. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's right. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Condor.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point was good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Gilmore. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using the quick game. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Condors line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Might have a chance. Got enough for the 1st. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the option. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Anderson. Tackled there by the defense.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing them.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Ready, go. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. I'll send the tight end in motion. He wants to throw it again. He'll try to do it himself. This time he's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. First carry of the season for this transfer. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff for Baxter. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to get it through the air. On target. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Field goal is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the offense will take over.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And this is not what they expect in terms of performance from their quarterback. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, and you're going to have time to throw.
He'll lose yardage again. And they say don't abandon the running game, and the running game's abandoning them. The option look. Now the toss. Maybe some room here. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. And it'll be the Condors will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeps it on first down. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Now on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Got a man. It's Perkins. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Condors go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Dropping back, it's Wright. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Well, speed is something that you simply can't coach, and this defense has it in bunches. You saw it that time on the option play. 3rd and long, they're trying to get it to the pitch man to see if he can outflank the defense. No can do. He gets a couple of yards, but not before the defense is able to rally to him and get him down. Now setting up 4th.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perkins. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And it'll be the Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires to the end zone, and he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Condors.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just
there he goes. Bulldozes his way through. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Backed up now, here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Going with the ground game left. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Pressure coming.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Condors will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have wide open spaces. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, had so many guys in position, play after play, to get this guy on the ground. But Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on, because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation. Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. The conference opener in the SEC for both of these teams. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie, formerly of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Man, was he locked in last time out. Completed better than 70% and threw for more than 350 yards. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. This time he wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Let it go. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Baxter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll give it to Baxter. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. They'll run it with Baxter. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
Breaks into the open. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. He breaks a tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. The give on the option. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Keelan Russell. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's looking to throw. Takes his shot. Got it in the middle. It's Rodriguez. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB, putting a little extra sauce on it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Gilmore. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. On target. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Booster! Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A false start gives him a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running into the open space. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job?
Makes the grab in their space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so...
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Russell. Looking to scramble. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Baxter. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Wants to go right back downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Just keep slinging it. Buys a little time. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running inside. It's Hill. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Alabama pushing the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Throwing Russell. Unleashes one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Dances away. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This one's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. Could be an alley. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Handoff for Baxter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running line.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be a little short. It'll be fourth down from the 44. Kentucky right back to the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Wants to fire on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why, as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to get away from one, find some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. The run inside. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Keelan Russell finds his man. It's Rodgers. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Wildcats are in the hurry up.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
To the air on second down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Gilmore. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. High the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilmore. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Snags a quick pass on the left.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Motion from the back. Russell on play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch down the right side. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Got his man in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Throwing Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Finds a tight end. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more.
Snags it, and there's running room. Lowers those pads. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Finds his man. It's 4. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Hill. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Keelan Russell fires to the right. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Going to the run, it's Hill. Fighting off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just feeds the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
24, Kentucky 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense turning it on. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier.
Got a little press. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take the deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Russell. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He makes a catch. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodriguez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Hill. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. While they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They go play action with Russell. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Hill. There's a crease. Powers through. The 30. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
With the catch, it's Gilmore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Buying some time. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Bringing the heat. The throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Looking for room. It's Hill. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing Russell. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. To the air, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pulls it in. It's Rodriguez. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Swings it out to his running back. But, and he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the...
Touchdown, Kentucky! Fitted in the window for the score. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, and they blocked it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. He's there to make the stop, and they blew it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. And they got him.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Got a man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the wide. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But defense came up big in a big moment.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. There's a little room there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to the ground with the running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late, want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
Snags it and he's open. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, with the game... line, knowing you just need one first down to end this thing. You're going to the perimeter of the field on a quick-hitting play with a lot of speed, David, able to outflank the defense to seal this thing.
And it's so smart because the defense brings in all these big bodies and they're playing physical, downhill run game. What do? You get to the edge. Nice job getting the guy with some speed on the perimeter and getting the first down and icing this football game.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.